you both are not from South Carolina. You know, what makes you want to come back to Greenville a year later and do this game?
Personally for me, it's just, the impact that Clemson left on me. It's like truly a special place, another place, a home away from home. So, just being able to come back in this community, I feel like, it's a community of my own. So that's personally my reason, just because I feel like Clemson's home, and, this is right down the road from Clemson, obviously. So, obviously when to get back to community here.
I can literally say the same, but, like what he said, it's a home away from home. When I got here, Coach Sweeney took me in as one of his own, and that made me feel at home. So just me being able to come back here and throw a camp for these kids out here in Greenville, it just means a lot to me. So.
In looking at the NFL schedules this year, both of you guys are going to play against the Jaguars early in the season, and seeing your former teammates on the other side. But what's that? Are you? What's that going to be like?
I don't want to say nothing, but I'm trying to give me a little sack on Trevor. No. I'm really excited to play against both Trevor and Travis. Just competing with them in practice. It's gonna be fun to really turn it on and actually get after it with them. But
especially Travis.
Especially Travis.
See, more so with him, he plays defense, right. But me on the offensive side, I can only really talk to him pre-game or after the game, so I'm gonna talk my trash there.
Did you ever pick off Trevor in scrimmages or practice?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you being with the Bengals? You got Marion Hobby's there now, Jackson Carman, DJ Reader, right? I mean, it's like, Is it Clemson North now? What's going on?
I mean, you could say that, but I didn't really get coached with Coach Hobby. I wasn't there when he was there, but just seeing him, just knowing that he, coached at Clemson. It's family. You know what I'm saying? You got me, Coach Hobby, Jackson, DJ, like you said. It's just, I feel at home as well there. So
things really fell into place for you quickly with the Bengals. I mean, you led the team in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. Mm-hmm. And what was it like playing with Burrow?
Yeah, great guy. Yeah, he's all about his business. He made me a better player, and that's all you can ask for if QB1 is make me a better player. So.
Isaiah, for you, what did you learn your first year in the NFL playing defense and adjusting to a new position?
O-linemen are fast, actually. Really, I just learned that, when you get to that level, just the time and commitment it takes, even though you have more free time, honestly, I would say it's less free time just with all the stuff you have to do and the taking care of your body and just the mental aspect of the game. So I would say, I know it's kind of cliche, but like learning how to be a pro, that was probably like the biggest learning curve. And it's not so much of the X's and O's, but more of just how to go about being a pro, because you don't have your nutritionist at Clemson or your strength coach telling you got to be here at this time to do this, do that. It's a lot of self-discipline and just learning to do things on your own and what works best for you. And because what I do for me may not work for T, so just finding your own ways and critiquing and learning from vets, just how to go about being a pro. I'd say it was like the biggest thing I had to learn.
Coach V has 10 guys coming back on defense this year. Do you think these guys could be as good as you were in 2018?
I hope they're better than me, to be honest. Not just me, but the whole defense. Because personally, I think our defense in 2018 was one of the best to ever do it. But but honestly, I hope they are. I hope they are better than us, honestly.
What do you think of a guy who might fill your shoes, Trenton Simpson? Have you seen him?
I seen him out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw him earlier. No, Trenton's a beast.
Yeah.
That's funny because I was just talking to Coach V and I was like, tell me about him. And he's like, he's the real deal. And we've all seen that. Like, midway through the year, he made huge strides, making huge plays. I want to say it was Notre Dame game when he really started to emerge. But Trenton, the sky's the limit for him. As long as he stays focused, he should have no issues doing whatever he wants in life.
T, the wide receivers, those guys look pretty nasty. They got Justin coming back. EJ's become a guy, a star. Can you tell me about what you've seen from those guys?
Oh, yeah, man. It's a very special group, especially being under Coach Grisham. He knows the ins and outs of the receiver position. Them guys learning from him, you're just going to see greatness out there on the field. And then you got, these new guys like Bo Collins. He's the elite receiver. What's the other guy name? Number 3.
Also Collins.
Yeah.
Bakari Collins?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He's a guy, just me being out there at the spring game watching these guys play, I'm just like, wow, I wish I could have played with those guys. But, I know these guys are going to do great this year, and best of luck to them.
Have you talked to Justin about everything he's gone through in the last year?
Oh, yeah, I talk to him every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? He's focused, he's not really too worried about, what happened to him. He got that all behind him. He's just ready for this upcoming season.
T, talk a little bit about the difference in locker rooms for guys like us. Difference in a pro locker room and a college locker room. What did you see? What's the biggest difference you see?
Honestly, I feel like it's the same. Guys playing football, playing the game that they love. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a good time in the locker room. A locker room is a place, where guys can conversate and that coaches don't need to hear or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's another family feel in the Bengals locker room for me personally. And that's all you can ask for. So.
Same for you?
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like the locker room is kind of like our safe space where we can go talk about whatever we want to talk about. And yeah, honestly, for me, it wasn't really much of a change. We're really close on my team. Everybody talks to everybody. I'm sure most people hear the things like you go to the NFL and it's a business. People go in the locker room aren't really friends, but I'd say it's really the opposite. It's still just like a brotherly bond. Maybe not so much as college, because at the end of the day, people go home to wives and kids and stuff. But it's still a great connection that we have, and I feel like it's our safe space to go in and, like T said, not hear from the coaches and talk about what we want to talk about.
Did you have someone kind of come to you and say, "Hey, I'll take you under the wing," kind of show you the ins and outs? Do you have that kind of?
Ironically, it was DeAndre Hopkins. Me and him grew really close throughout the season. I kind of look at him like a big brother. He gives me a lot of advice. I actually literally just got off the phone with him before I walked down here. He's pretty much mentors me, pours into me, shows me the ropes of not just football, but just life in general. And yeah, great mentor, great friend to have.
How about you, T?
Yeah, my mentor is actually on his team. AJ, he brought me in, man. I had tons of questions when I got there, especially me growing up. He's my favorite receiver. It was mind-blowing when I first got there, but I had to act cool. Just everything that he's taught me. Now I know, what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a way better pro than I was my rookie year. And I just know I am, so.
What's been the biggest adjustment NFL to college, or college to NFL?
For me personally, the physical aspect of the game and the speed, for me personally.
All right.
All right.
You guys good with that?
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it.